So how can one actually go ahead, make their first film and win an award at Sundance?
Honestly, this is not a sexy answer, but the thing that I say is patience. Where people are like, oh, I don't know if this film is like Indian enough. I don't know if it's like authentically Indian. What do they expect? They expect like poverty porn, just stories about oppression.
I love the title Girls Will Be Girls because that is something that we've never heard.
Bad behaviors towards girls. So it was a cheeky reference to that. The title very honestly came because I had to submit a grant application and I didn't have a title. He has to be charming, but not too charming, where you feel like he's a bad boy and Meera should stay away from him. Yeah. So he has to have some kind of vulnerability that he finds her mom more interesting and cooler.
Absolutely.
That they are the two grown-ups and now she has become the child.
Yeah.
The very first draft of the script had no mother. It took... I think I have said to my mother verbatim, if I have a child like you, I will slap her. You make your skirts longer.
Because boys will be boys.
Just to fill me, just to fill me.
It's not often that I speak to a filmmaker whose first film has won at Sundance. It's a really great week at Just to Film Me because we just met Payal, who won at Cannes, and I'm sitting with Shuchi Talati. And the crazy thing about this is that all of us, okay, I didn't win anything at any of these festivals, but these two girls are from the same media school that I went to at one point, and it's SCM, which is in Mumbai. And at some point, I've had the privilege of actually coming in and assisting you to make your films in that year. Do you
Yes,
remember?
I do.
God.
You came to teach us.
Can you imagine? And those who can't do teach, clearly, मैं यहाँ पे बैठी हूँ and we're interviewing Shuchi. Welcome to Just to Film Me.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm so excited to do this interview because it's very personal. It's like everything I would have asked you over a cup of coffee, except we have two cameras which we can now start ignoring. Okay,
great.
Deal. I watched the film at Mami, and when it won at Sundance, we were like, hey man, interesting poster. Because हमको तो यहाँ पर ये film देखने का मौका ही नहीं मिलता. How happy were you that an audience back home gets to watch the film that has won outside of the country?
Oh God, happy, like delighted. I've been waiting. I was nervous. I was excited. I'm like, how is this film going to be received back home? Because I made it for us, Yeah. It's like, this is about our lives.
Correct.
Sometimes elsewhere people are like, oh, I don't know if this film is like Indian enough. I don't know if it's like authentically Indian. Some Goras are saying, stuff like that. And I'm like, because what do they expect? They expect like poverty porn, just stories about oppression. But here, for audiences to come and say, dude, this is my life. Were you reading my high school diary? Were you in my room? Were you in my bedroom?
Absolutely.
Because we all went to these schools. We all had these experiences. And to hear that the audiences laugh and gasp and scream is just, it's so rewarding.
It totally is. And I was in that audience. We had a fun time watching your film, okay? So let me start off by saying thank you. It was a lot of fun. We've always heard boys will be boys. How did the title come to you, Shuchi?
The title very honestly came because I had to submit a grant application and I didn't have a title.
Really? Oh my God, iconic titles are made like this. Okay. So pressure में लिखा
Pressure में, हाँ, कल कुछ submit करना है. Please, एक title. But, over time it has really grown on me. I mean, in the beginning it was like you're saying a cheeky reference to boys will be boys, which is a phrase which is used to excuse bad behavior by boys.
Completely.
Bad behaviors towards girls. So it was a cheeky reference to that. And then over time it has come to mean other things. That the mother is also a girl who never came of age. So girls will be girls in that sense. And in the film, Meera at the beginning becomes this first girl head prefect of the school and is anointed and has a position of power.
Yeah.
But through the film, you see how fragile this power is.
Yeah, completely.
So in that sense also girls will be girls because we don't allow them the same freedom and power and agency that we give to boys.
Absolutely. And also, in today's context, we are getting head prefect roles, in many positions of power, whether it's in corporate, whether it's in cinema. We are getting those positions because we look good, okay, keeping those positions. And then the rest of it, piche ki kahani kuch aur hi hai. Coming back to the film, I think Kani is in everything that's glorious right now, and I'm so happy for her. That casting choice, how did that happen with Kani? Actually, talk to me about the casting of all three protagonists.
Okay. First, I'll start with Kani because you mentioned her. Being a huge fan of her work. Like I saw her in this short film Counterfeit Kunku, which was a shot at Sundance. I saw her in OK Computer, Maharani. Anything that she does, Biryani, she's spectacular in.
Correct. Absolutely.
So she was always on my first list, and our casting director Dilip Shankar, who's a legend, cast Monsoon Wedding, Angry Indian Goddesses. He was like, oh my god, I'm so happy to see her name. She's one of my favorite actors.
Amazing.
So she was always there. And as soon as she sent in her first audition, which is the first time she meets Shri, you know, the what are your intentions, young man scene.
Correct, of course. How many times have you heard that with our parents? Yes.
And in that audition, watching the audition tape made me nervous, anxious, because she's such an unexpected actor that you don't know, is she going to smile? Is she going to laugh? Is she going to like slap this boy, storm out of the room? You don't know.
Correct.
She has this live wire quality.
Yes, absolutely.
And that quality was essential for this mother in the film, for the film to work.
I completely agree with you. I do want to take a second though to tell you that for the first half hour of the film, 30 minutes, I kept guessing, you know, because they look so different from each other.
Yeah.
And that's an interesting choice that you stuck with. So talk to us about that.
Honestly, I am committed usually to casting the best actors, the actors who can embody what is emotionally true about these characters and the relationship.
Correct.
So they look different. We said, okay, well, mother's Malayali, we have to cast a North Indian dad to make this somewhat make sense. But for the first 30 minutes, you don't see the dad. So
yes,
people,
that's why. That's why. Correct.
Yeah. So people are a little bit going to be like, mother-daughter, they look a little different. But Dilip Shankar, our casting director, he said, look, in all my years of casting, I will tell you, the most important thing is not that they look alike, but that you believe that relationship.
Completely. By the end of the film, it didn't matter.
They embody mother-daughter.
Absolutely.
You know, the way they look at each other, you feel that tension that you can only have with your mothers.
Correct. I want to go back to the casting stories for the rest of the two characters that we're talking about. Meera's character and Shri's character.
Oh God, both of them. So Meera, played by Preeti Panigrahi, she came to us 5 months into casting when I would say my heart rate was going up because we had a production timeline. I was like, where is our Meera?
Meera kahan hai? Kahan hai hamari Meera?
So she, I think a friend of hers saw the casting. So we were also doing an open casting call in various colleges. So she was in college in Delhi, and a friend of hers saw this open casting call and said, you should audition. And she did, and from the very first audition, there were a couple of things that stood out. One is that her audition scene was the astronomy scene where she and Shri talk and flirt for the first time.
Correct.
You know, the first time they spend time alone.
Correct.
And a lot of the actors who were auditioning were playing it very coy. You know, they were patting their eyelids and they were a little shy and coy. And because this is how we're used to seeing women who fall in love on our screen.
On screens.
And I kept saying to them, but you are the head prefect. And Preeti from her first audition had this strength and this dignity. You know, I like this boy, but I'm not going to debase myself. And when I saw that, I said, yes.
Hame hamari Meera mil gayi.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
And the second thing that she had was a kind of unself-consciousness. We're 90s kids.
Correct.
And we remember what it was like before cell phones, before selfies, where we were used to seeing each other, ourselves at all times.
Yes.
You know, we know what that was like. I think for better or worse, the younger generation now, they're used to that.
Completely.
They know their angles.
They have a self-gaze.
Yeah.
Which does so much, it does so differently for everybody now.
Yeah. And it changes, I think it changes people's physicality.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And Preeti had a kind of wisdom and naivete and something that made me believe that she could be a 90s kid. And honestly, she is sort of Meera. She was the head prefect. She's done that monitoring people's skirt lengths
Oh,
and are you
really?
wearing nail polish.
Oh wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah. And she came to every audition with every rehearsal with her little notebook and studiously taking notes, had come prepared with questions.
When she took notes in that scene in the cyber cafe, first of all cyber cafe. It's not a cyber cafe, guys. It's the computer room in a school. 90s में ऐसे होता था. Computers हमारे घर पे नहीं होते थे. हमारे स्कूल के अंदर एक रूम होता था जिसके अंदर आप जूते पहन के नहीं जा सकते थे because computers को dust लग जाता. Do you remember this?
Yes.
And then we were taught computers on DOS computers and it was insane. That little cubicle, and what are the chances that the two of them, get to, attend this chapter? And I was like, cinematic liberty अगर लेना ही हो तो ऐसे लीजिएगा. And I love it because she's taking notes. She wants to be the best at even sex.
Yeah.
And that was like, of course. It took me a second and I was like, of course she will take notes. Like, that was fun.
Yeah,
It was a fun piece of writing.
She was like, I'm going to be good at this too.
Yes.
I want my full marks.
I've been seeing Shri Keshav
Yeah.
at Mami every day. Okay, he's loving the attention. Everyone's coming up to him saying, "Oh my God, it was so nice," and I'm so happy for him because maybe is this his first?
This is his first film. So he is. When we found him, he was studying engineering in Jaipur.
Wow.
And he also answered an open casting call. And look, Shri is such a difficult character. It's a tricky character.
Yes.
Yes. He has to be charming, but not too charming, where you feel like he's a bad boy and Meera should stay away from him. Yeah. So he has to have some kind of vulnerability, something that is like true. And you feel that he actually does care about Meera. And he has to be boy enough for her, man enough for the mom. So it was a difficult thing to find.
Yeah.
But Keshav had it from the beginning.
Correct.
Where in this astronomy club scene, you could feel that he's pushing her boundaries a little bit, but in a way that's maybe good for her.
Correct.
That she needs to open up and like look literally at the stars, but also at other worlds, outside of the school and rules and being head prefect. So you feel that. And they were both so lovely with each other. When we did their chemistry test, they have real chemistry. You believe, their
They
budding
totally
romance.
do. And you feel so bad because, you're evil, Shuchi, because there are so many points I remember in the film. The way you've written it, nothing happens, but so much happens in our minds.
Yeah.
Okay, there were points when there are awkward situations when the two of them, like Anila and him, go into a room and you're just like, what? And then you are casting an aspersion on the mother's character.
Yeah.
Why did you take us there?
I was taking you into Meera's mind. The whole film is very tightly focused on Meera's perspective. We do not see anything that she doesn't see. We do not know anything she doesn't know.
Yes.
And at all points in the filmmaking, our attempt is to make you feel what she's feeling.
Yes. And we felt it. We felt that they were having an affair.
Yeah, or it's like, even if it's not an affair, maybe she's not worried about, I don't know if she's worried about sexuality, but she is worried that he finds her mom more interesting and cooler.
Absolutely.
That they are the two grown-ups and now she has become the child.
Yeah. And it's so weird because these are feelings that we've dealt with.
Yeah.
Just the mother-daughter dynamic, I think, is so complex. And there have been films that have attempted to do that over the years, for so many years.
Yeah.
But I still don't have a great example. Tell me a great example of a mother-daughter film.
Great example of a mother-daughter film.
Comments mein likhiye. I'm sure I'm just forgetting.
Lady
I'm
Bird.
Sure you know more. Lady Bird. Thank you.
Then I'm sure there are lots. It's
the
rare.
point I'm trying to make is that it's not the dynamic they explore too much because it's not just एक woman की कहानी, you're two women की कहानी, right?
Yeah.
What was it about the mother-daughter relationship that drew you to write this and tell this story as your first?
The very first draft of the script had no mother. It took...
That's a lesson in writing, in screenwriting. Amazing.
The very first draft of the script took place entirely in the school, and the triangle was between Meera, Shri and a teacher. So that Miss Bansal is a vestige of that initial character. Bansi. But what I was interested in was these two generations of women.
Correct.
One who is older and has power over the younger one.
Correct.
Is trying and loves her. is trying to give her freedoms that she didn't have. At the same time, is the one who is supposed to keep her in line and is feeling envious, is feeling sad for the opportunity she didn't have. So that complex soup was what I was interested in. And at some point, I think I was trying to write a proof of concept short film with Meera in it, but nobody wants to make a proof of concept in a school because it's extremely expensive. So I was writing it at home. And the mother character appeared. And I thought, oh, these are the same film. And it's not Bansi, it's actually the mother that the triangle is with. Because then you can have all the complexity that we have with mothers.
You know, there's that scene where she tries to put a sari on her.
Huh.
I cannot tell you the exact scene has happened to me. Okay,
Yeah.
because how badly have we behaved with our own mothers?
Yeah.
You know, growing up and you're teenage and like you're lashing out, and then there she is. She's lived all of it before, but I don't know about other mothers, I don't generalize, but at least my mom was so graceful with my shit.
Yeah.
You know, she
Yeah.
just allowed me to live my teenage as a troubled teenager. And I think it's not particularly me. I think all girls and all boys struggle during teenage.
Yeah.
And it's really gracious of our parents to allow us to be not so nice.
Yeah, I mean, that teenage years, I think I have said to my mother verbatim, if I have a child like you, I will slap her. Because I was a little shit as a teenager. Because you're trying to individuate, you're trying to
Yes.
separate. And so what the way you do that is by like lashing out. Defiance. And lashing out. And it's a necessary part of growing up. And also like our parents can push our buttons like nobody else. Like,
वो तो है.
मतलब
वो
you,
भी है.
हाँ, you can only love and hate your family like that. That hate is part of the deepest loves.
Correct. Absolutely.
And it doesn't negate the love. It doesn't lessen the love. But it's just because we know each other so closely that we can hate each other. So that I wanted that to feel truthful.
You know, there are two women who do very important things in the film, and they're not Meera. So, one is, of course, when the mother turns around and says, I decide who comes into my house. This is my favorite line in the film.
Yeah.
And I just think it's so empowering because that just brings the mother and daughter, to that last scene eventually. You
Yeah.
know, where you want your parents to stand by you, where you want your parents to say that I put my faith in you. And a lot of children may not get that because a lot of, I don't know, this sparks your experience. And that's why I share this experience. But ऐसा हो सकता है कि somebody doesn't relate to that because their parents never said it to them.
Yeah.
But that line was so important and it came from her. It didn't come from anybody else. I saw Anila very differently in that moment. Until then, she was awkward. Okay, she was finding her space, diffident. But in that moment, she brought it, man. Like, how did you arrive at that?
That line is one of my favorite lines in the film too. That moment is so important to me. And that switch was important. See, there are these two mother characters in the film. There is the teacher, Bansi, and then there's mother.
Correct.
And at the beginning of the film, you see that Meera prefers the teacher. She looks down on her mother and she wants to be like this. She wants the approval of this teacher.
Yeah.
And in this moment, in this pivotal moment, the switch happens. It's her mother who stands up for her.
Yeah.
And as they walk out of this sort of slut-shamey moment, they walk out with their heads up. You know, they're not looking down. And so, and it is the mother who enables that.
Yes.
You know, that we're not going to look down, we're not going to be ashamed.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk out with you.
Yeah.
And that was so important, that this mother, despite all her flaws, is a lioness.
Yeah,
she will fight
completely.
for her daughter, and her daughter knows it. That's why she calls her.
Completely.
You know?
And that's when she calls her, and it's so, that moment is also scary, where suddenly she gets chased.
Yeah.
And that's when you truly know that no matter how many head prefect badges you will wear, the truth is, in the real world, women are still very easy targets.
Yeah.
Just because we're women, okay? And the minute you're outnumbered, whether it's metaphorically, okay, it could be in offices where there's boardrooms where there are only men sitting and there's only you, or in that chase scene where there's so many boys running after her.
Yeah.
That was such a moment for me. I said, yaar, all these power, empowerment, it boils down to this.
Yeah.
Because then you're powerless. And then you have Kolkata, which is a reminder, because then you're like, Arey, then you know you have Nirbhaya and then you have Kolkata and then you constantly have these things because of this. Because at the end of the day, the truth is we are not really looked at as equals.
Yeah.
So, anyway, just had to get that out. Thank you for attending my TED talk. The other mother figure, which is Bansi, you know, also does something. You know, she says, first she says, no, we're not going to raise a complaint. You be careful. Okay,
Yeah.
which is something that girls are always doing.
Yeah. You make your
you be
skirts
careful.
longer, no
You
matter
make a
what the
skirt
boys
longer.
are doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because boys will be boys. And that's when it struck me. Until then, I didn't look at it as a mirror to that sentence.
Yeah.
That's the scene when that happened. And then, but she does something about it.
Yeah.
And I like the way she worked her power. Because her power was not, you know, call them and chastise them. And it's not an overt show of power. And it gave me an idea of how Bansi works. Which is that Bansi will take it up, but she will tell a man, okay, behind, and then the man will come and take them to task. It's interesting, all of these things, how we, you know, put
Yeah.
in the movies. So that was also interesting for me.
Yeah, she's an interesting character because in some ways you can like paint her as the agent of the patriarchy who's, you know, upholding all these rules and like not listening to the girls. But she has some wisdom. She has some lived wisdom
Correct.
of being like, look, we don't want to pick a fight with these boys. That may make things worse. In the short term, it may make things worse. And she's not wrong. If you see how the film progresses, it comes from a place of caring, a place of knowing. And yeah, and knowing like, maybe she doesn't have the self-awareness, but there is this sense she understands how this imperfect system works.
Absolutely.
And she's trying to function in it.
There is a quality in your film, which is the light takes me back to summer vacations, which is Nani Ka Ghar, summer vacations, Nashik. There's a dog, there's an orchard. It's quiet, but there's this constant sound in the background of the film, which is also, there's only music at 2 points, you know, because the rest of it is actually just how the environment of our childhood sounded. So I just wanted to say that. That was really nice. I really like the sound design of the film as well.
Yeah. Can I
so-
say something about it? Our sound designer, when she watched the rough cut, she said, your film is a very quiet film.
Yes.
It has many silences, but I want to create for you silences that are bright, silences that are dark, silences that are tense, silences that will bring us into Meera's emotional landscape in that moment. So every dog, every cricket, every bird, every panwala you hear, that soundscape is built, you know, to enhance this.
Yes.
And so I'm really happy you noticed it.
I really love that. Before we go, of course, we must leave our audience with the hope of being Shuchita Lati. So how can one actually go ahead, make their first film and win an award at Sundance? Not one, but two. One for performance, one for audience.
Honestly, this is not a sexy answer, but the thing that I say is patience. Patience with writing. Let your script grow, let yourself grow till you know what you have to say. Also, it's like the best and cheapest place to fix your film, on the page.
Always.
Don't fix it in post. That is expensive and imperfect.
Absolutely.
So, one is that. And two is also not sexy, but what kept me alive was community. Like I am part of film collectives where we workshop each other's works in progress. We celebrate each other's success because it's so hard to make a film. It's so lonely to make a film. You don't know how to go there. So community people who are one step ahead of you in your career, who will like tell you, apply to Film Bazaar. A friend told me, apply to Film Bazaar, you know. You missed the deadline. I know Deepthi. I will write and get you an extension. Honestly, this is how films are made. You may not know, you may not see the whole path, but maybe you can see one or two steps. Take those, the next two will become visible.
That is amazing. It's always very little time for me personally to talk to a filmmaker whose film I liked. But I know that the two of us can talk outside of this as
Yes.
well. And I look forward to that. But right now, thank you so much for talking to me on Just Do Filmy. And I hope that you like this conversation.
Thank you. It was truly a delight.
Thank you.
Just do